Hello, my name is Slavika and I am from Attractitude.com. Attractitude is a website where you can get all the training that you require in all different areas of life, with professionals and specialists being there to give you training so that you have the tools necessary to live a better life. I decided to do some videos to share some tips that I usually give when I'm coaching and training people so that they are enlightened in one way or form. This one is basically the I'm afraid of being alone tip. I know a lot of people that say that they cannot be alone. They need to be in groups of people. They need to hang out with others. They need to be included. They need to be part of a team. They need to be in a relationship. That's a lot of needs. Eventually, what happens is that if you're lucky, good for you, you're always surrounded with people and you never have to face the fact that you need to be also alone. And what I've seen happen in many circumstances is people that don't want to be alone or are somehow fearful of becoming alone find all sorts of excuses to continue a relationship that is finished or to pursue being friends with people that are very negative to them. Um, I realized that in many cases, or to get into a relationship that's not positive for them, just so that they're not alone. What I see, that's my experience, that when you are afraid of being alone, when you cannot handle being alone, you usually attract people that are not the best suitable people for you. And how do you know that? Is because after a while you can't stand them. And the funniest thing that I've noticed is people that are I'll just speak about love relationships because that's an example that I've seen many times. People are in a supposed love relationship, but it's not really love because they basically are in the relationship so that they're not alone. And after a while, the funny thing is that they complain that he doesn't want to leave me alone. Yeah, and it's not even funny because that's a reality. So, and then they're alone because they hate the person they were with, that they supposedly were in love with, because it was a love relationship. And then they end up with somebody else that they love, but actually is somebody that's keeping them from facing their fear of being alone. So stop fearing being alone and face it. How? Realize that if you cannot stand being with yourself alone, if you can't stand being with yourself, how do you think someone will fall in love with you and want to hang out with you really, unless it's an other person that's fearful of being alone? If you're whole and you feel good about yourself, about your life, about everything in your life, if you love yourself truthfully, people will come naturally to you, and it's the best people that will come actually to you to embrace your wholeness. If you fear being alone, then you cling and you attach and you just are needy in people that are fearful of being alone themselves, and it's not a loving relationship because you won't be able to give openly without fearing that that person will leave you. So you will basically play a game where you're not really you because you're fearful that if you're really you, that person will dump you because you're unsure of yourself, because you don't love yourself enough. So because you think you're not good enough, you think unconsciously that that person, if they find out that you're not good enough, they're gonna dump you. So of course they dump you because at the end of the day you provoke it so that you prove to yourself that you're not good enough because you fear of being alone, and it's a trap and merry-go-round circle. It takes a while of training to actually be able to get off that path and actually love yourself and, you know, have that self-esteem and go out and be whole and not fear of being alone, because there's no reason to fear that, and actually find the right people, people that are going to treat you the way you treat yourself, first of all, with love, when you do treat yourself with love. So I hope this is a very short blurb on a subject that I could talk about for hours. But if you need to improve your self-esteem, please come to attractitude.com. We have specialists and professionals that are here to help um, train people and really give them tools in order for them to become better people, better with their lives, feeling better about their lives, happier, and having a more fulfilled life. So I hope this little tip helped you. If not, let me know. I'm really open to criticism and all kinds. And I'm open to comments, I'm open to suggestions, I'm open minded basically. So thank you very much for listening and for sharing if you know of someone that this tip would be useful for. And in the meantime, I hope I see you and hear from you. But in the meantime, I wish you all the best. Love yourself, be your own friend, don't be your enemy. Actually, the enemy, your enemy being you, is part of another video that I am doing shortly after. Thanks. Have a great day.